traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Wednesday, July 26th, and welcome to today's live stream. Obviously, we're here for one reason, and that is the federal funds rate FOMC statement coming out in about 15 minutes. Now, as usual, it's usually the press conference when the market really makes its move. You know, usually the market will make a big move during the news release, but then at 7:30 when the press conference starts, and then usually at the Q&A, which comes near the end of the press conference, that's usually when the market actually makes its move and really actually settles on a move. So, I mean, really, you have to wait for this news to come out, and then you have to wait probably about an hour, maybe even an hour and a half before you really know whether the market is going to decide on a direction or not. So definitely we're going to have to watch the press conference, which I'll probably spend the next 45 minutes going over the charts, and then I'll put the press conference on, and then I'll chime in throughout the press conference if I see any changes on the charts. And we'll probably do about an hour and 15-minute, hour and a half live stream today, so definitely a pretty good live stream. So let's start off real quick. We got only about 13 minutes or so until the news comes out, so I'm going to start off on the daily time frame on the US dollar index, which is the one I trust, the FXCM dollar index. Now, I still think that this move up right here is most likely a correction to this move down, and if that is the case, that means that the dollar probably is going to end up going down. I think we're in a big wave 3, and I think we have a long ways to go to the downside. So I'm still betting that the dollar is initially going to go down, but I'm actually starting to think that the first move that we see is probably actually going to be up on the dollar. I think what's going to happen is the news is going to come out, the dollar is probably going to go up, maybe even all the way to the 61.8% Fibonacci level. And then during the press conference, it's probably slowly going to start to pull back all the way back to the starting line, and then probably throughout the next couple of days, it will start making its way down, ending in A, B, and C correction most likely. So let's take it down to the 1 hour time frame. I had this line here to represent the news, but the news is coming out very shortly, so we may as well get rid of that. Now, I do think that the dollar is going down. Now, whether it makes that spike reversal is kind of the question I have. It very easily could be a little ABC right here. It very easily could just keep on diving down like that. But it really looks like this right here is a trend. If this is a trend, then that means that this is probably a correction, like a wave B, and that it's probably going to need to make a C and then go down. So I do think the dollar initially is going to go up, but I do think that the news is probably at the press conference going to cause the dollar to continue the downtrend. So anyways, let's go look at some of these dollar pairs. We'll probably just look at like the 4 hour and 1 hour time frame just for the sake of time. So on the euro dollar, I think that this is definitely a downtrend, which is another reason why I think this move up is probably like a wave B. I think there's a good chance that the euro dollar is going to initially go down first and then end up making that spike reversal, ending in probably a 1 of 3, a 2 of 3, and a wave 3 of 3. Now, just like the dollar index, I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised if this move down was a motive wave correction and it just keeps on trending up. So we're going to have to see what actually ends up happening. Definitely a few possibilities when you have a big news event like this. I mean, if you do enter before the news, it is a little bit of a gamble, definitely, I would say. But it really does look like it needs to go up. Now, it looks to me like we're in a wave B, and if it wasn't for the fact that we had news coming out very shortly, I would say that this needs to make a wave C, and it needs to go up after the wave C and continue the uptrend. And these big news events are really known for spike reversals, so I think there's a good chance that initially it might go down, and this is like the ABC here, and it might go down to finish the C and then go up to continue the uptrend. So let's look at the pound dollar, because the pound dollar definitely broke structure. This is definitely one big downtrend right here. I mean, there definitely could be an ABC correction hidden inside that move down someplace, but it definitely looks to me like a downtrend. And if that's the case, then this move up right here may actually be a wave B. We may get a move down initially on the dollar and then do that spike reversal. Or the other option is that the dollar is just going to keep on trending up like that. Either way, I think the dollar is going to go up, the dollar is going to go down, the euro, the pound, and then the Aussie are probably going to go up. So the Aussie's been going down now. The Aussie's very, very weak. It has been weak for some time now. And I'm starting to think that this is like a trend right here, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that this is like an A, B, C correction forming now, and that it's probably going to maybe initially go down and maybe test this 61.8, maybe trap everybody in a sell right before they take the thing out to the upside. I still think that this is the most likely thing that's going to happen on the Aussie dollar also. Kiwi dollar, very similar to the Aussie dollar as usual. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can kind of get the 4-hour view also at the same time. So this one makes me think that maybe it's not even going to go up at all. Maybe down at all. Maybe it's just going to keep on trending up like that. According to what I see on the dollar really looks like it needs to go up. And if the dollar goes up, this may actually go down to finish a wave C. This would be an A, this would be a B, and this would be a C. And then probably at the press conference is when this would actually end up continuing the uptrend. So let's keep going down. Let's look at the US dollar Canadian. I think the US dollar Canadian is actually probably one of the clearest ones out of the bunch, honestly. And let's throw a Fibonacci on there just so we can see where we're at in the Fibonacci level. I was thinking this morning that this move up was only going to be a correction to this move down if you watched my most recent video. But after looking at it again this afternoon, I definitely see 3 waves up, looks like a W. I see 3 waves down, looks like an X. I see 3 waves up, looks like a Y. And then it made a downtrend for the X, and now it looks like almost like a trend up for the Z. I think we're going to end up bouncing off this 50% level and continuing the downtrend on this one. This one doesn't really look like we're going to make a spike reversal either. It kind of looks like it's just going to keep on trending down. Now, the Kiwi dollar, I think that there's a good chance the Kiwi dollar already ended a correction. This looks like an A, this looks like a very clear ABC or B, and this looks like a wave C. It looks like it already ended an ABC correction, and it looks like this is a a little bit of lag right there. Looks like this is already in a downtrend, and that this move up is probably just a correction to the downtrend, and that the price is just going to keep on trending down at the news. Definitely seems pretty likely. Now, the US dollar yen, I was actually thinking about trying to go long on this because it does look like it might make like a spike up and then go down just like what I was saying on the dollar pairs, but probably not really too good of an idea. And honestly, it kind of looks like it already made 3 waves up. It looks like it already bounced off the fib level. I do think there's a good chance it might go up a little initially at the news, but I think the overall trend is down, and I think that it will end up continuing the downtrend, most likely making lower lows and lower highs. So let's check out gold. Gold has already been going up also pretty good today. I mean, yeah, it's been going down the last couple of hours, but it definitely was going up pretty nicely. I still think there's a good chance this is an A, B, C correction right here. We already bounced off the 78% level. This looks like a possible A, B, C correction to the uptrend. So I'm thinking that this might initially go down a little bit also. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. I'm thinking that this may initially go down a little bit, probably take out this low, probably trap everybody in a sell, and then probably end up continuing the uptrend. Now, this is dollar news, and it definitely, the dollar is our main priority as usual, but it's also going to probably affect the yen pairs because the yen is a risk-on currency. Now, the yen pairs, let's just scroll through some of these real quick also, because most of these yen pairs look like they're in a downtrend. They ended at wave B, and that they're just going to keep on trending down, probably at least to the 100% fib level, maybe even the 123. So it's looking like the yen pairs are in a downtrend already, so I would definitely continue to look for sorts. Kind of the same thing with the pound yen. I mean, the pound yen did kind of make 3 waves down, but based on correlated pairs, I think that this is actually probably just going to keep on trending down like that. Probably going to go down and take out the lower wave A. It's probably not all going to do it right now, like in today's news, but it definitely looks like that is the most likely scenario. And the same thing with the Aussie. The Aussie layer is actually one of the clearest ones. It looks like a big A, it looks like a B, it looks like a C, A, B, C, or B. It looks like it's already going down, and it probably is just going to keep on going down, probably going down to take out that low. So, like I said, with the dollar news, we definitely want to focus on the dollar most of all, but it looks like the yen pairs are sometimes a good choice also. So this also right here looks like a correction. This is a one big correction right here to the downtrend right here. Looks like we already had the end of a correction. Looks like the trend is down. Looks like it probably will continue down, probably taking out these lows. So I do expect that this is probably going to end up continuing the downtrend also. Canadian yen, same thing. I mean, this really looks like it's in a downtrend. It looks like maybe it could go up a little bit, but I think the trend is down, and I think it will go down, probably take out these lows. So I'm definitely looking for shorts on that also. Now the Swiss yen, this is the one that I really was tempted to go long on, and it definitely didn't break structure yet, but it looks like a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. It looks like 3 waves up. It looks like it needs to go up one more time. Maybe it's like a 5 of 3, but it does look like it wants to go up. But honestly, if all the other yen pairs are going to go down, then this is probably going to go down also. So I don't know if I would try to go long on that, just based on the correlation between the pairs. So let's go back to the dollar pairs. Now definitely watch out for the Swiss pairs too, because the Swiss pairs are definitely 100% going to be affected by this. The yen pairs will definitely be affected. The stock market definitely, and some of these things we can definitely look at after the news comes out. But we really only have about 3 minutes or so. So a gap at 104. 104, wow. 104 is way up there. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't really think so, but I mean, anything is possible. We were talking about this in the Patreon membership group the other day, that this possibly could be like one big triangle, and it possibly could go up and make like something like that before it actually ends up continuing the downtrend. I mean, that definitely is possible, and I really wouldn't be surprised at all if it did happen, but I'm not really thinking that's what's going to happen. I think the move up is probably just going to be like a wave C. It's probably going to trap everybody in a long, and then it's probably going to end up continuing the downtrend, or possibly it's already ended some sort of a odd looking A, B, C correction right here, and that this move up is actually a little correction to this wave down, and it's probably just going to keep on trending down like that. So there's definitely a few options. Like I said, trading these really big news events is sometimes a little bit of a gamble. I mean, honestly, let's be real. I mean, nobody really knows exactly what's going to happen with the news. If anybody knew exactly what was going to happen, they'd probably have more money than they knew what to do with. So it's not like anybody can say for sure. I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised if this turned into a big uptrend like you were saying, Wayne, but it seems like the trend is down on all the higher time frames, so I'm always more apt to trust the higher time frames, and I think that this move up is probably just going to either be a spike reversal, or it's already going to go down, and this is already an ABC that's just going to keep on trending down. So what do we got here? We have only about a minute and a half until the news comes out. They are predicted to raise the rate another 25 basis points, as you can see, up to 5.5. I was kind of suspecting that they would actually not raise the rate. I was kind of thinking they may just keep it the same, because inflation actually is all the way down to 3% already, and Powell was saying that all he really wants is to get inflation down to 2%. So maybe he will raise it one more time. If he does raise it one more time, it's probably going to be the last time for at least the next couple releases. So, but definitely seems like it is possible for sure. Like I said, anything is possible, especially when it comes to the stock market or the Forex market. So we have less than a minute until the news comes out. Usually this FXCM is kind of laggy during a really big news event. So you're actually probably better off not to watch this during a news event. You're probably better off to watch like the DXY or something. I noticed during one of the last news events, I was watching this one, and it was like barely moving, and then I looked at this, and this thing was like boof, moving like crazy. So, you definitely have to be careful on this FXCM dollar index. I definitely trust this one more, but it's a little laggy during big news events, so definitely be careful with that. So the news is about to come out. I think the dollar is going to go up, probably take out these highs, probably trap the buyers, maybe test the 61.8 and then go down. Or it's just going to go down from here. So let's see what happens. We got only a couple seconds, and there it goes. What happens? Probably hasn't been released yet, has it? I don't really want to click away. I'm afraid that I'm going to miss something. Oh. Wow, it's kind of underwhelming so far. Is the news not out yet? I kind of, like I said, I'm kind of afraid to click away. I'm afraid I'm going to miss a big giant push. Oh, they did raise it 25 points, didn't they? So maybe the market already kind of knew that they were going to raise it 25 points, didn't they? Wow, this is kind of an underwhelming news event so far. Let's see what happens. I wouldn't really think too much. I mean, it definitely could start moving, so definitely be careful. We want to watch it closely and see what happens. The euro dollar has barely even moved. It's going up a little bit, but definitely not much. Same thing on the pound. Aussie up a little bit. Yeah, definitely not much going on yet, is there? For FOMC news release, this is pretty underwhelming so far. Wow. Definitely looks like an ABC correction, especially when you go to the 15-minute time frame. That looks like an ABC right there. So let's see what actually ends up happening. We definitely got to give it some time, which is kind of the hard part about this big news event. Is usually when you enter, if you enter a trade at the news, usually you have to wait like an hour, sometimes even an hour and a half or more before the market really decides on a position, because it's usually the FOMC press conference that actually moves the market, and it's usually the Q&A version of the press conference at the end when the press asks Powell questions. That's usually when the market really decides on what direction it's going to go. Definitely pretty slow going though. Wow, this is probably one of the most underwhelming news events, FOMC rate hike news events that I've seen in a while. It definitely looks like it wants to go down though, doesn't it? Let's see what happens. I don't think I would bet too much one way or the other quite yet, that's for sure. Let's see. Wow, I'm surprised. That's pretty surprising how underwhelming it is, honestly. Wait for 2 weeks for this big news event, and then it just barely even moves. It looks like a normal day. Hopefully it'll get moving. We're gonna have to go look at a few other things, I guess, while we wait to see what happens. Yeah, we gotta kind of wait and see what happens. Hey Gabex, how's it going? Thanks for being a channel supporter. Yeah, I think Barry, the Q&A is what the market's gonna really wait for. They're gonna want to try to see if Powell is gonna continue to raise rates or not. Yeah, future outlook, exactly. They're going to be wanting to know what's going on in the future. Dollar is down, which is kind of what I was thinking, but the way it's moving, I don't know if I really trust anything of yet. It's just so slow. And it still, to me, really seems like it wants to go up before and then go down, so I'm not really too confident about a direction yet. On the 15-minute time frame, it definitely looks like an ABC correction. So Gabe X, if you have 78, if you have any requests as a supporting member, definitely let me know, and I'd be more than happy to look at something for you if you'd like. No problem. If you have not done so already, anybody, definitely join my Discord channel. It's a great community of traders. We currently have, let me show you. We currently have 3,817 members. It's a very, very active group. Like, look at all the chats in here. It's 100% free to join. No obligations to ever pay a dime if you do not want to. It's 100% free. So definitely check that out if you're not already a member. I see from the poll that I put up that most of you are members, so definitely thank you for that. Training powered. So yeah, let's see. We might have to go check out some other things by the looks of it. Pretty underwhelming so far. It's probably the press conference that's going to move it. Look at the yen pairs. The yen pairs barely even moved. I would definitely say the trend is still down on the yen, on all the yen pairs, really. Not really much to say about that, is there? Wow. Yeah, I would definitely say the trend is still down on all the yen pairs. It might go up a little bit, but it probably is going to just be... Hey Erica, how's it going? Not long time since seen. Yeah, let's go look at some other things while we wait. I'm probably going to spend at least a half an hour looking at pairs for people. And then during the press conference, I'll probably put on the Powell speech, and we'll kind of watch that together and check out some things. What's been up with Bitcoin? I still think Bitcoin is in a correction to the uptrend, honestly. To me, you almost got to go up even more or zoom out a lot. But to me, I think that Bitcoin is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. I think this is a crescent like a B. I think this is a 1 of C. This is a 2 of C. I think it's going to go up and make a 3, 4, 5 of C. Most likely an ABC crescent, which is an ABC of B. Probably all the way up to about the 50% level, maybe even the 61.8, which is definitely a pretty big move to the upside. Now on a shorter term basis, I definitely think it's still going down. I don't think it's quite over yet. I think either right here or possibly right here is the end of a trend. I was thinking it was right here because this looks like impulsive down, this looks like corrective up. It looks like it's going down still. It looks like it needs to go down to at least a 50% before it ends this crescent and continues the uptrend. This move right here looks extremely corrective. Basically, what I would do on something like this is I would put a trend line right there. If price breaks that trend line to the downside, I would go short and probably run it all the way down to that 50% level. If price doesn't break that trend line, then I wouldn't go short. I would just hold on to a long for sure. What's going on with the stock market? Did the stock market move? Wow, the stock market really looks like a crescent. Look at that. A, B, C down. That really looks like a crescent. It looks like it's going to go up. We're not respecting that 78% either. Like I said, I've been saying this for quite a while also. I think the stock market is going to go up and make all-time highs. Probably end up doing something like this over the next, maybe couple months. Probably end up doing that before it makes a bigger move to the downside, which I think it will make a bigger move to the downside. 4-hour time frame, I mean, the last structure level is way down here, so unless it breaks that, I would definitely still be looking for longs for sure. And then on the 1-hour time frame, it really looks like an ABC crescent. I see impulsive down, wave A. Looks like 1, 2, 3 waves up, wave B. And it looks like a downtrend for wave C. If this goes up and it breaks structure, I think that's going to be the end of a crescent and the continuation of the uptrend. So yeah, I would definitely still be looking for longs on that for sure. What's going on? Anything? Wow. This is probably one of the most underwhelming news events for the FOMC rate that I've seen in a long time. Usually it causes a big giant move like something like that, and then it will start to pull back all the way to the starting line. This is very uncommon for this. Seems very uncommon. I don't know if I would try to sell the US dollar yen quite yet. Yeah. Waiting for the Q&A, exactly. The market is definitely waiting for that Q&A, the press conference. So if anybody has any requests, especially my Patreon members, they can definitely put them in the chats. I'd be more than happy to look at pretty much anything. Yeah, I know. That would have been a lot better if he raised it a full point. You ain't kidding. At least we would have some movement in the market, wouldn't we? God. Let's see. Euro pound. Sure. No problem. Natural gas. Hey, Ricky. How's it going? How you doing tonight? Hey, Barry. Wow, we got a lot of people. Yeah, let's go do our normal. Let's go look at I'll go look at the euro pound for Barry, and then we'll go look at oil and natural gas. And we'll go look at some other things, definitely. Let's do the euro pound for Barry because he was quick on the draw. I was looking for a possible long on this, but that move is looking very strong down. I was thinking it was going to go up because of the break of structure. I was thinking that this move down was going to be a crescent. We got a break of structure, a very clear break of structure. Yeah, long day, definitely. Today was really very hot, and I got my AC going in the background here, so hopefully it's not too loud, and hopefully everybody can't hear a buzzing noise in the background. So it's been very hot today in, where I am, definitely. Oops. So I would have my Fibonacci on here. Boy, that looks like a downtrend. It looks like that downtrend is just about over. I would think it would have to make some sort of a three-way pattern, like an ABC. ABC, probably 78% fib level. And And then I think it's probably going to end up continuing back up. It really seems like it's going to go up again. It really seems like this move is going to make a higher low and probably turn it to 78% at this point, because it's already past the 61.8. 1 hour time frame, I think it's going to go up, but this is definitely the 3-4-5 shape that you see at the end of every trend. If you're on the correct time frame, I think it is going to go up, but the move up is probably going to be a crescent to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, like a wave A, unless it's a motor wave crescent, which we definitely see those motor wave crescents sometimes. So it definitely seems like this next move up could be an A, B, C, or B. But like I always say, I do trade long the wave B, because you never know that wave B, the end of a wave B, could actually be the end of a wave 2, and it could very easily just keep going up. So I would definitely be trying to go long after a break of structure. I wouldn't go long yet, but if I saw a break of structure, I would definitely go long then, for sure. Wow, again, I got the charts on my other screen also, split screen, and I'm just really surprised at the dollar. Usually it moves much better than that during these news events. Oh wow, so what's up with oil? It looks like it's still been going up. Actually been going up pretty strong too. Wow. I still think it's going to go up and take out these highs, so I would definitely still be looking for longs. It looks like 1, 2, probably 3, 4, 5 of wave A probably. Probably eventually going to make a B and then back up for a C. Maybe not quite that high, but definitely something like that, I think. So I would think that if it does make a crescent, which it kind of looks like it is going to, then it's probably going to be a crescent to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So really the best bet for us is probably going to be to put Fibonacci on here. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody wanted me to look at the Nifty. I can't remember if there was the Nifty Bank or the normal Nifty, but we'll have to look at that after we look at oil and natural gas. Somebody in the group wanted me to look at that. I can't remember who it was, so sorry about that. It seems like this is an ABC right here, probably an ABC of B. The normal Nifty. It was probably you that asked about it, because it seems like you're the one of the only people that does ask about it. I would expect to see something like that on oil. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, wow, it kind of made a 3-wave crescent now, didn't it? 1, 2, 3. Wow, it kind of looks like it could go up again, honestly. We don't even have a break of structure yet. I would like to see a break of structure before I would start going short, but I would think it would at least go down to one of these Fibonacci levels. Natural gas has been in a wicked channel. I actually looked at this the other day and I was like, man, that's one heck of a channel we got going on. Big time. The daily, what's the daily look like? It still looks to me like we're going up, and it still looks like we're going to make a push to take out this high. Probably before too long too. So I still think that it's going to go up. Now, trying to figure out this pattern right here, it really looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably ending right here. So that means that this is probably only a wave A, honestly, which means we would probably have to get rid of this, probably get rid of this Fibonacci level and put a new fib on there. We definitely have a break of structure on this one. Is that in the right place? Yep, okay. So we're probably in a wave A right now, honestly. We're probably going to go up and make a wave B and probably back down again to make a wave C. ABC crescent is what I would expect to see. Usually it does make some pretty nice crescents, like I said. I mean, if I do see a nice crescent on this, I might think about entering also, because it does really seem to make... Oh wow, thanks for the support, buddy. I really appreciate that. Wow, thank you. If you want me to look at anything, definitely let me know. That was very kind of you. I do appreciate it. Definitely helps make me feel like I'm accomplishing something here. That's awesome. Thank you. So I think we're still in a move to the downside. It really looks like we're in a wave 4 of wave A. Looks like a wave 3. It looks like a wave 4. It looks like it's going to go down again for a wave 5. Probably a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Yeah, let's go. We'll get back to those dollar pairs in a few minutes here, definitely. And then a B. And then probably a wave C. We got about 15 minutes before that press conference starts, so I'll probably definitely get back to those once that starts. Hey Chrissy, how's it going? Yeah, I know. I got an EU long pending also, so don't feel bad. I know exactly how you feel. So let's look at that Nifty. I think it was the normal one, right? The normal Nifty, which I definitely haven't looked at in, wow, look at the uptrend. This thing is just breaking in all-time highs right now, isn't it? Yeah, this is all-time highs. The problem is when you start to get into all-time highs, it gets kind of hard to forecast because there's nothing to really base it on. There's definitely no support resistance or anything like that. We're definitely going to go look at gold, and we'll probably go look at silver here in a few minutes, probably before the press conference starts. So really the only thing you can do when market is in all-time highs like that is to put your Fibonacci extension on there and watch these fib extension levels to see if any of them get respected and see if we see like a break of structure. But boy, I don't see a fib bounce. I definitely don't see a break of structure. Our last structure is right there. So I would definitely still be looking for longs in an uptrend for sure. Wow, that is one heck of a move to the upside, big time. Look at it go, big time. Higher, high, higher, high, higher, high, higher, high, higher, high, higher, high. That's a wicked uptrend right there. Just like the S&P 500, it kind of looks like it made an ABC correction, but this one kind of looks more like a A, and this one looks like a B, and it kind of looks like it's going to go down for a C. Yeah, I know, it's just blasting off. It just keeps on going up. Have you been trading this to the long side over the last several weeks? Ever since March 24th, the end of March, this thing has been in a major uptrend. That's awesome. Good job. So I would definitely put my fib extension on this daily, using this low right here, using this high right here, using this low right here, and I would be looking for like a fib bounce and a break of structure. If I see a fib bounce and a break of structure, I'll know this whole move is done. But if I don't see a fib bounce and a break of structure, I would just keep on trading with the trend. The trend is our friend for sure. So definitely keep on trading long on that one for sure. So let's see if I got any requests in that thing. Yeah, I know, it's like the dollar's paused. I think Yen Barry is probably right that the market's waiting for the press conference. So let me see, what have we not looked at? We took a quick look at the yen pairs. I don't have any requests. So let's go look at the dollar pairs, I guess. See if they're doing anything. What's that not? Wow. It really looks like this dollar is going to go up. Do we have any more dollar news this week? Maybe what's going to happen is the dollar is going to drift up for the next day, up to the 61.8, and then go down from there. Let me see do we have any more dollar news this week? Any important dollar news at this week? Oh, we have that euro refinance news tomorrow. Look at that. That might be what the euro is waiting for. That's definitely going to be a big deal. We got unemployment claims tomorrow. Yeah, not really too big of a deal. We got GDP tomorrow. That's definitely a pretty good one. We got the press conference for the Central Bank of Europe. That's definitely a big one. We got all this Bank of Japan stuff going on. So if you're a yen trader, I already had one of my members say that they're going to stay up all night Thursday night to trade this. So that's definitely a really big one. Oh yeah, the consumer sentiment. That's probably the next big news event for the dollar. The GDP is definitely a big one too, but the GDP and the consumer sentiment is definitely a pretty good news event for the dollar for sure. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe the dollar is going to drift up to make a wave C over the next day. Yeah, there he is, Yen Barry. He's going to stay up all night. He's going to pull an all-nighter in France, and probably his new fiance is going to be pissed at him over it. I know mine probably would be. Oh boy. So yeah, let's see if I guess I got a bunch of trades running right now, and pretty much nothing is going on. Not a bunch, but I definitely got a few trades going right now. No, not all dollar pairs. I'm in a yen pair. I'm in $1 pair. I got a pending order on the EU, and I'm in the Aussie Kiwi, which is not really doing much either, honestly. So let's see what's up with these yen dollar pairs. So if that makes sense that the dollar could go up to make a wave C for the next day, boy, the euro yen hasn't even broken Stotzer yet. So maybe, boy, I don't know. Would that make sense for this to go down to the 61.8%, and then later on at the end of the week end the correction and continue the uptrend? I guess it kind of depends if this press conference is going to cause a big move or not. This looks like a trend on the pound dollar. So would that make sense for this to kind of go down for the next, day or so, and then make a move to the upside from there? Maybe this is like a wave B and it goes down. We'll have to see. Oh, if we go to the 1 minute time frame, maybe we'll see some movement. Hey Menu, I'm sorry, I did see your comment, Menu. I will look at that. I think it was Menu that just said that. The SEK, the Swedish Chrome or whatever it is. I will look at that for you, no problem. I didn't miss your comment. So would that make sense if this actually spent the next day or so going down? Maybe retest the 61.8 and then go up at the end of the week? Like I said, it really depends on what's going to happen at this press conference, I think. Man, this one really looks like it's going to make a higher low, and just keep on trending up. So I'm still thinking that the press conference may be what the market's waiting for. Kind of the same thing on this one, and this one kind of looks like it may have already made like an ABC right here. It definitely could have already made an ABC. Same thing with the Aussie yen. The Aussie dollar, already looks like it made an ABC. If that's the case, then this is going to be the end of a correction. It's going to just keep on going up. Yeah, watch out for that JPY, definitely. I'm probably going to be sleeping during that, but I don't know. I usually get up at 6 o'clock, so I don't think I can get up at 4. Yeah, I would have to pull an all-nighter like Yen Berry in order for that to work. Boy, this looks like it wants to go up. What's the dollar? What's the US dollar Canadian? Oh yeah, you were telling me about that, Menu. Let's go take a look at that. We're gonna finish these dollar pairs, but yeah, that's right. That's a good point, Menu. Menu thinks that he might have found a little bit of a leading pair for us. This looks corrective. This looks impulsive. This looks impulsive. This looks corrective. It looks like it's gonna go down. I still think that this is gonna go down. I think the press conference is probably still gonna cause a move to the downside. US dollar Swiss, kind of the same thing. This looks very corrective, like it's going to go down again. Dollar yen. I will admit that I am long on the dollar yen right now, but it's a small position. Just because it looks like it looks like an A, it looks like a B, and it looks like a C. It looks like it wants to go up and make like a 3, 4, 5, but I don't know if it's going to actually do that. I might end up getting out of this trade. We'll have to see. Boy, gold. Wow, what is gold up to? Gold is actually moving a little bit. Oh, what do we think about gold? Menu's the gold man, the gold bug. What's he up? What's he think about gold, Menu? It's not really doing much. Can't really say that this is an ABC either, because that move right there is a higher high, and it's definitely an uptrend. I guess based on the other pairs, it seems like it's going to go up also, but gold definitely doesn't need to do what the other pairs are doing, no doubt. If we go up to the longer time frames, like the 4-hour time frame, it looks like it already made an ABC. It looks like it already bounced out to fit 78%, and it looks like it's just going to keep on trending up. So it's kind of hard to tell if that's really what's going to happen or not, but it really looks like it is. And I think that way back here is really the end of an ABC. This is an uptrend. I think it's going to make a higher low, higher low. This move is probably going to make a higher low on the 1 hour and probably keep on going. That's what I think is going to happen, at least. Yeah, it's the middle of a 1 hour candle, and we have that press conference starting in about 5 minutes. Oh, Powell is gonna start talking pretty soon. I gotta see where I want to watch this. Probably some big channel. I don't want to. I want to watch it on like CNBC or something. There we go. We'll watch it right here. Definitely don't want to watch it now, though. I'm gonna turn the volume down. They're getting ready, though. Look at them. Powell is the center of the show. Look at him. My God. Wow. Who cares, honestly? So let's look at that SEK. Oh yeah, it is going up a little bit. What's that look like on the longer time frames? It does kind of seem like a little more downside would make sense. Hey Erica, so you're long on UJ, but you're short since yesterday? So you're long and short? You're doing a little bit of hedging? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still sticking to my analysis for sure, and that the dollar might go down. Holy mackerel! Did you just give me another super chat or whatever that is? Super thanks. Wow. Thanks a lot, buddy. I really do appreciate the support. That makes a huge difference. Wow. Definitely. So if anybody is interested, definitely, if anybody's interested in joining my trading Patreon, on Patreon I have a trading course. The trading course is 35 videos, 7.5 hours of content, and then I also do a members forecast every single day before the London session on Discord. I do all the dollar pairs, I do the dollar index and the JPY basket, and I do all the yen pairs every single morning before the London session starts. And then I also do a 20-minute live stream every single morning before the London, well, at the London session. I do it at 9:15 a.m. Yeah. Hey, Erica, how's everything been going? I haven't really heard much from you. Definitely, probably back to work, huh? Busy. So I do this every single morning. I do the members forecast every single morning, and it comes with a trading course. And it comes with access to this, and it also gives you access to the all my educational information and to be able to request things during these live streams. So if anybody is interested in that, the link for that is in the chats and in the description. So yeah, I'm in the UK also. I'm not in the UK, but I'm in the UK time zone. I'm in Portugal, so I'm in the same time zone as the UK. So it's the members forecast is finished before 9 a.m. UK time, and the video that I do, the live stream that I do every single morning for my members, is at 9:15 UK time, and it's usually about 20 to 30 minutes where I tell what pairs I'm looking to trade, what time frames I'm looking to trade, and what direction I'm looking to trade in. So if anybody's interested in that, definitely check it out. We have a lot of good feedback from it, so I think people are really enjoying it. I got about 80 members right now, so I think that people are definitely really enjoying it. So let's see. Boy, this one kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, busy with work. I hear you. It looks like it wants to go down. It looks like it could break structure and go down, honestly. Thanks a lot, buddy, though. Thanks for those super chats. Those are awesome. Thanks. That just makes a big help for my channel, definitely. Wow, yeah. Boy, I would be watching for a break of structure. If I see a break of structure on this time frame, then that's probably the end of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it could be even be like an A, B, C, D, E or something like that. End up going down like that. Oh, is things finally moving? The yield. Things are moving a little bit. Powell's talking, isn't he? Oh, Powell's not. McHenry. Mr. McHenry. I don't know who that is, but he's got a nice little bow tie, doesn't he? How cunning. So, yeah, wow. So we definitely need to pay attention to the dollar now that this press conference has started, because it's probably going to be another half an hour before the Q&A even starts. But we really want to keep an eye on these dollar pairs, definitely. Yeah, kind of seems like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. I'm starting to think, unless this really makes a big giant move during the press conference, that this is actually going to spend the next day or so making its way down to this level, and then one of those news events that I was showing on the calendar right here is actually going to be what causes it. Maybe GDP or maybe the consumer sentiment is what causes the end of this correction. At this point, it seems kind of likely, honestly. Maybe this is going to go down to 61.8 before it actually goes up. Kind of the same thing with this one. I mean, it really looks like this is all just one big giant trend, which means that this move up is probably a B. It seems like it needs to go down and make a C and then go back up. So that probably is what's going to happen, honestly. But this US dollar Canadian, I don't really think it wants to do that. I mean, we're already at a fib level. We already have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape. This really looks like it's getting ready to go down. Like, for real, big time. US dollar Swiss, kind of the same thing. I mean, this looks like a correction. It looks like it's going to go down. Man, I'm going to have to look at the 1 minute time frame just so we can see some action. Oh, here we go. We can look at the 15-second time frame, so at least we can see some action. This time frame like hurts my head. I can't even watch this. Oh, big move. On the 15-second time frame, at least. Yeah, I can't watch these time frames. I don't know how people do it, honestly. Maybe the 1 minute time frame, but definitely not that short time frame. Oh, got a double bottom, and we got a break of structure, and we got a trend with a break of structure. Kind of looks like a possible ABC right here on the 1 minute time frame. Seems like it could be that, honestly. I can't look at these short time frames though. I gotta go back up to a more reasonable time frame. Maybe gold. What's gold? It does. I did kind of agree with Menu. It does kind of look like this is gonna go down. Maybe end up doing something like that, and then maybe later on in the week it'll end the correction and then go back up. But honestly, it kind of almost looks like this is a big wave A, honestly, and this could be even a wave B, and it could even do something like that, make a wave C, and then go up. I don't know. Boy, the DXY is doing almost nothing. Let me go in here for a second. I gotta change this real quick. I forgot to do that. Output speakers. There we go. So that way I can listen to Powell. I don't think he's talking yet, but he's probably getting pretty close. Oh, Waters. I always see her on the Forex calendar. She talks a lot. I don't know what she has to say, but she definitely talks a lot with her speeches. She has a lot of speeches. A whole lot of nothing going on, boy. At least we got a little bit of movement for a second, but boy, it only lasted a second. Everybody's waiting for Powell, aren't they? Everybody wants to see what Powell's up to. They want to know what Powell has to say. So let me check my other trades real quick. So I'm still long on the Aussie Kiwi. No reason to get out of that. I'm long on the Swiss yen also. I don't really see a reason to get out of that yet either. And I'm long the dollar yen. I don't really see a reason to get out of that. And even though I think the euro could go down, I do have a pending buy order right there. yen is going to go up and the dollar is going to go down, or the dollar is going to go up and the yen is going to go down, I guess. So either way, I guess one of them will be a winner and one of them will be a loser. I guess it's a good way to do a little bit of a heads. This is last month's, is it really? You might be right. CBS. Oh, you're right. It wasn't. Wow. Thanks, whoever said that. Contents. Thank you. I didn't even realize. That explains a lot. Well, Powell is talking.
Inflation expectations well anchored. Reducing inflation is likely to require a period of below-trend growth and some softening of labor market conditions.
Yeah, basically you're saying your job is in dire need of people in dire need of losing their job.
To conclude, we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Oh, he's already doing the Q&A. Wow. Usually
Thank you. I think a couple times in your opening remarks talked about this language in determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate. Should we take that to mean that additional hikes are likely on the way? And should we also believe that all future meetings, say September and November, are live, or are you in a every other meeting mode? Thank you.
So we haven't made a decision to go to every other meeting. It's not something we've looked at. We're going to be going meeting by meeting, and as we go into each meeting, we're going to be asking ourselves the same questions. So we haven't made any decisions about any future.
Yeah, now we can watch them both at the same time, huh?
Thank you. But we're going to be assessing the need for further tightening that may be appropriate. You read the language, to return inflation to 2% over time. I would say that the intervening data came in broadly in line with expectations. Economic activity remained resilient. Job creation remained strong while cooling a bit. And the June CPI report actually came in a bit better than expectations for a change. And the June CPI report, of course, was welcome, but it's only one report, 1 month's data. We hope that inflation will follow a lower path as...
Sorry, everybody. Like I said, probably the second half of this live stream is going to be kind of watching Powell and watching the market at the same time.
The whole broader picture, starting with...
If anybody has any comments or anything, put them in the chats, and I'd be more than happy to answer.
Supply and demand through the economy coming into better balance, including in particular in the labor market. We'll be looking at inflation. We'll be asking ourselves, does this whole collection of data, do we assess it as suggesting that we need to raise rates further? And if we make that conclusion, then we will...
Wow, some of these yen pairs look like they want to make a move to the upside. I'm long the Swiss yen and the dollar yen. I've been short the Aussie yen and the euro yen. I'm probably going to get out of those trades maybe today. Got a little bit of hedging going on too.
All of that information is going to inform our decision as we go into that meeting. I would say it is certainly possible that we would raise funds again.
I feel it's hot.
And I would also say it's possible that we choose to...
Wicked heat waves going on lately. Let's see. There we go. Now I got some air going. Probably like extremely annoying for everybody. Oh man, that's starting to look like it's gaining some momentum. Like I said, this way, what I think is a way B may not be a way B. Honestly, it could just keep on going. Oh, I'm about to get in the dollar, the euro dollar. Yeah, there it goes. I'm getting out of that dollar yen too. I don't think I want to stay in that one. I'm gonna hold my Aussie and the Kiwi short, the Aussie, the euro yen, and the Aussie yen probably.
Good questions, Chair Powell. Obviously, you
definitely want to get out of those trades. The rest of them, I think, are good to go. Euro dollar just broke structure. Just got a structure break on the euro dollar. 3 waves down too. That's pretty nice.
Is that a problem because it's inflationary, or is it good news because it suggests that a soft landing is more likely? Just how are you thinking about that sort of trajectory?
Yeah, so I would say it this way. The overall resilience of the economy, the fact that
So definitely like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit the 20,000 subscriber mark. I got 19,405 subscribers on YouTube. 20,000 subscribers, I think, is going to be a really big milestone for me. So definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Share it to people you know that may be interested in watching my content. I make a lot of videos and a lot of live streams. So if anybody has not subscribed to my channel, definitely do so. It'd be much appreciated.
see how it evolves over time.
Yeah, we got a break of structure. We probably got a break of a trend line. Yeah, gold. Gold's gonna go up, isn't it? That's the end of an ABC correction right here, I bet, isn't it? I bet gold's gonna keep going up. Probably not like all at once. Probably gonna be some corrections along the way, but things are starting to look better. Yeah, that right there is the end of a wave C. I probably shouldn't have even gone long on that one. But luckily, I got out without much damage. It's probably just going to keep on going down.
At the last meeting, we wrote down our individual
What's silver up to? Oh yeah, look at silver. That's definitely the end of an ABC correction. ABC, 61% Fibonacci. Gold and silver are very correlated, so I bet that gold's going up. Oh yeah, look at it on the daily. That looks like it's going up. Dollar yen down. Dollar Swiss down. Dollar Canadian. I think this is another really good choice. This is another one that I was thinking about going short on. Just because of how clear it is, this WXYXYZ pattern or whatever it is. Went right to the 50% level too. I gotta turn that down a little bit. Powell is extremely distracting. We got captions, we don't need to listen to them. At least we're getting some movement finally. Not much movement, but we're definitely getting some movement. Seems like the dollar yen is going to continue down. That was the correction. It just broke out the low. I think this is the end of a correction. I was long on this, but really there was no break of structure. I did see a little bit of a break of structure right there, so I was thinking that maybe the news was going to cause this to make a wave 5, and then it was going to go down. But that's definitely not what happened, so I got out of that trade. Yeah, I got out of my log. I got out with a tiny loss. Not a big deal at all. Euro dollar's finally breaking up. This one's finally breaking down a little bit, which I said it might not even be a wave B. It might end up being something else completely. Yeah, it definitely isn't doing much. All these yen pairs are in a downtrend, honestly. I'm still long on the Swiss yen also, but I think I'm not gonna get out yet, but I'm probably gonna get out pretty soon though. We'll see what happens over the next hour. Because the only reason I got in this one is because the Swiss has been very strong, and this looks like an ABC correction, and the Swiss is a risk-on currency just like the yen. So I still think it possibly could go up. That's why I'm still holding this one. That's why I got out of this one. Because the dollar, I think, is going to go down, so there's no point in holding the dollar yen, probably. I think all these are probably going to go down. Look at the Canadian yen. Just a little correction. I bet this is going to keep going down. Lower lows, lower highs over the next few days. Consumer confidence, they're talking about that. Oh wait, I forgot to do my routine. People will love this. I got so many comments about this last time. Do a little beard. Fill it in a little bit. A couple pink eyelashes. And devil horns. There we go. That's better. Devil horns, definitely. I got so many comments about that last time I did it, so I might as well do it again. Trading gold. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends what this happens at the end of the speech. I'm still not 100% sure about the Redson. I mean, this could turn into a spike reversal, so. But as of right now, everything seems okay, but we'll see. We gotta wait until this speech is over, which is probably gonna be at least another 15 minutes. Once that's over, we could probably get a better idea of what's gonna happen. Beard is too big. It's in the way of the writing on the bottom. Make a smaller beard. There we go. So yeah, we got to give it another 15-20 minutes. Definitely give it a little bit of time. See what actually ends up happening here. Things are moving, but they're definitely not moving very fast. But that breakup structure should tell us that it's going up. Whether it's a wave B, which honestly a wave B would be a question to this whole move down. A normal looking wave B would actually look like this. Like this. So that would be a pretty big move to the upside. If that is what happens. I don't know if it's an uptrend. It could definitely be a question to this move down. It looks like this is a trend. So this very easily could turn into an ABC right here. End up doing something like that and then turning down again, and then later on continuing the uptrend. If you're talking about the high time phase like the daily, I definitely think the trend is still up on the daily and the weekly, but sort of time frames, the trend really seems like it's up, but it might be a wave B. What else I got going on here? Swiss yen, nothing much. Aussie Kiwi still isn't really moving much. Pound. Wow, the pound dollar. The Aussie dollar kind of looks like a nice long too, but I would kind of give it a little bit of time. It looks like it's making a higher low, higher low. Looks like this really was the end of a correction. Looks like it very easily could just keep on going up. Oh yeah, what is going on here? Oh, I paused it, that's why. I was like, what is going on? Kind of seems to me, if we go to like the 4-hour time frame. Hey Epica, how's it going? Kind of a long time since I've seen you too. How's it going? I was actually thinking about contacting you that day because you made those short videos. I'm looking for somebody that can make short videos for me. I might even be interested in hiring somebody that can turn my long format videos into short format videos for TikTok and YouTube. Oh yeah, I got the new job. Nice. That's good. Hopefully you're doing fairly good. Definitely with some swing trading. Yeah, contact me on Discord. Let me know. I was trying to do some research about it, but it was such a pain. I don't really know nothing about it, and I got enough things going on. I'm gonna get all kinds of people. Contact me on Discord if anybody's interested. Gold's going up. Yeah, nice. Gold is going up pretty nicely. That's gold and silver are moving. Some of these other pairs aren't really moving so much. I was almost wondering if getting out of that dollar yen might have been a bad idea, honestly. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm right about gold, but we'll see. Time will tell. It definitely seems like it's at least going to go up and make new highs. We really got to wait for this guy to stop talking over here. This guy over here. We got to wait until he's done running his blabber, and once that's over, we should have a good idea what's going to happen. I know. The problem is probably everybody knew what was going to happen. I think the dollar's going down. Epic? I think so. We'll see. It kind of looks like this move down could be a way B, but it's definitely going down right now. I'm getting rid of this fib level because now we have a break of structure, and I'm putting this fib level on there from here to there because this could end up being a way B. It doesn't mean that it's over now, but it definitely could be a way B, so we have to keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm long the euro dollar too, but not really too spectacular. Nothing to write home about, definitely. I'm up. Wow, I'm up like $4 because I just got in on the break of structure. No, there we go. Now I'm up like $14. So, no, never mind. Definitely, I got in on the break of structure, so I got in way just above that. So I'm like 2 pips in profit right now, like one pip in profit, 1.5 pips, something. So definitely nothing spectacular going on there. But it definitely, that break of structure should be confirmation that it's going up, so. Whether the move up is an ABC question or not, that's kind of the question we're going to have to ask, I guess. He looks angry, like, man, he always has such an angry look to him. He always has such a frown. I bet that's a stressful job. Can't imagine that people are probably on you all the time. You probably can't even have normal friendships because everybody's just like, oh, what's the Fed's thinking about doing for interest rates? Yeah, drawing time. I like to draw on Pal's face. It's funny. We've been putting horns on there because really we kind of got to wait until this speech is over before we really know what's going on. I'm going to put this stuff back on, then we can go look at a few things. Put a couple eyelashes on there and a little beard. There we go. So, dollar is starting to go up though. Slowly but surely. Seems like definitely a lot of people. We've maintained like 100 viewers on my live stream, and that's definitely a first time for that. So definitely thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. It makes a huge difference to push my channel out to new members. Definitely like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, for sure. And definitely join my Discord channel. Like I said, even if nobody wants to join my Patreon service, definitely join my Discord channel because it is 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. And we are currently at 3,819 members, so I'm trying to get 4,000 members on that pretty quickly too. So definitely join that if you're interested. It looks like I got 124 votes and 73% said they're already joined. Hey Jimmy, how's it going? Nice to see you, buddy. How's everything going with you? Yeah, I think I might have got 100 views a few different times. I mean 100 current viewers a few different times, but normally they don't maintain. Yeah, I know, me too. I'm thinking the same thing. I wish it would go up some more. Looks like the pound dollar is going up. That might have been a better choice. The euro has been very weak. It's just the euro for me is always my go-to because I actually spent probably a few years only trading the euro dollar. Like that was the only pair I traded. I traded the living heck out of it, but it was mostly the only pair I traded. Yeah, I was long the euro dollar when this moved up on the sort of time frames. I got out because I could see it was going down. I got long on the break of starter and got out probably right there when I was talking to you guys with a little bit of a loss, but my stop loss was way down here, so it wasn't too big of a loss at all. Not really a whole lot going on, is there? But it seems to me like the dollar yen is going down. It's probably just going to keep going down. I think that this is a wave A. I think this move up is probably a wave B. We already got a 61% Fibonacci bounce. I think this is going to go down and make a wave C on the daily time frame. So that's a pretty big move to the downside. And honestly, I'm starting to think the same thing about all these pairs. I'm starting to think that none of these are wave B. Well, at least I'm hoping they're not. I kind of think that somehow there may be a motor wave correction inside of here because the euro dollar definitely looks like a downtrend. That's lower lows, lower highs. If this now continues the uptrend, then that's a motor wave correction. Now, looking at this one pair, I would probably never know that, but if I start looking at some of these other things, like the Aussie looks like it already made an ABC. This looks like 3 waves down. It just barely missed the 61% fib, but it looks like a 3-way pattern. It looks like it's going up now. And if I look at the Kiwi, it's kind of the same story. It's hard to see on this time frame. We might have to go down to a 1 hour time frame, but I think this has already ended an ABC correction. I think it's going up. If you go to a little bit of a longer time frame, this little push beyond the 61% is just a spike. I bet this is going up, and it will probably just keep going up. We're on the 4 hour time frame right now. And then the US dollar Canadian to me was actually one of the clearest ones. Like I said, this is probably would have been the best choice to get into from clarity at least. Because look at this. I gotta kind of zoom out a little bit because I had this split screen going on. Maybe I can do this. There we go. Oh yeah, that's better. That's way better. Now we can watch Pow in the corner and still look at our charts. So I think this was actually one of the clearest ones. It was extremely clear. 1, 2, 3 waves up, W. 1, 2, 3 waves down, X. 1, 2, 3 waves up, Y. I would have thought that was the end of a correction, which I did think that was the end of a correction, until I saw it go up and start making new highs. Then I almost instantly realized that this is 3 waves down for an X, and that this is a 3-way pattern up for the Z. Respected the 50% level at least 2 or 3 times, and most likely it's going down. Wow, now people are gifting member sets. Wow, nice. That's pretty cool. Thanks, GabX. I appreciate the support. That's awesome. Everybody's really giving FXPIPCOLLECTOR some love today. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, we can take a look at the Aussie. I might have missed your comment. If comments are going pretty fast. Yeah, thanks a lot, GabeX. I really do appreciate it. It's a big help, definitely. So yeah, we can go look at the Euro. This actually, the US dollar Swiss, probably would have been the best choice, honestly, because of how strong the Swiss has been. We got a strong Swiss versus weak dollar. That probably would have been the best one to go sort on, honestly. And this is a little bit the yen and the dollar, but I think this is going to go down and take out these lows. I think this is like an A. I think this is an ABCFB, and I think this is going down for a wave C. So, was it the Euro Aussie buddy that you were talking about? I gotta scroll back a little bit. I gotta close this poll so I can see stuff. Yeah, the Euro Aussie. Yeah, let's go look at the Euro Aussie. I'm going to stay on until this guy stops talking, which is hopefully in the next 15 minutes or so, because dinner is going to be here in about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, so hopefully this guy's done talking by then. On the weekly, I still believe the Euro Aussie's in an uptrend. Now, how that plays out exactly is the question on the sort of time frames. So going down to the daily time frame, I'm pretty confident that we have the end of an ABC correction right here. I'm pretty sure that's the end of an ABC. And if that is the end of an ABC, then most likely this is impulsive up, corrective down. It may not go up right now. It could possibly go down a little more, but I think it's going to make a higher low, and it's probably just going to keep trending up. So I would definitely be looking for longs and an uptrend on that for sure. It kind of does look like it could be close though. It looks more like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to go down, probably take out all these lows. Probably the best thing to do right now is to put your fib on there, but it almost looks like you should only be measuring this. You probably shouldn't go to this high because this is the trend. I'm in a few different pairs. I'm long the EU and long the Swiss yen and long the Aussie Kiwi, and I was long the dollar yen. Got out of that one with a tiny loss. So this to me looks like a big move up. This to me looks like this is probably the wave A right here. Hey Barry, how's it going? Nice. You still short on both of those? Well, long on the dollar and short on the CJ? I'm sure you are, because you're pretty good at sticking with those trades. I think we're going down probably to this 50% level on the 4-hour time frame for this one. Long and short. What am I? Ooh, yeah, that Swiss yen's not looking too good either. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stay in that one either. Like I said, I am in a very small position, so I'm not really too worried. Because I knew news was coming out, I increased my stop loss, but kept my risk at the dollar amount at the same amount. So I'm actually in about half the size of my normal position on all of these pairs because of the news. Yeah, I don't know. That one's kind of different. So Euro Aussie, the 1-hour time frame, it kind of looks like the Euro Aussie is going to go down one more time. I think this is probably going to end up being a move to the downside, even though it's coming back into the territory of wave 1, which a wave 1 is not supposed to do that. It looks to me like a 1, it looks like a 2, it looks like a 3, it looks like a 4, and it looks like a wave 5. Probably going to go down to the 50% to make that wave 5 of wave C before it continues the uptrend, most likely. So that's definitely what I would think about that one. Yeah, we got some more big news coming out this week, so we'll have to see what ends up happening. We got a lot of decent news coming out. We got that consumer confidence on Friday, and we got GDP coming out also this week, so yeah, I'm not going to get out of either of those trades until any of my trades until I at least see a break of structure to the downside, or vice versa if it's a short. Might as well just hold, because you don't really know how these choppy patterns are going to play out sometimes, that's for sure. That's not the wind, I'm sorry about that. That's my AC. It's actually really hot here. I got my AC going, and I already made a comment that it's probably going to be loud for people, but it's hot, so it's on. It's like 34 degrees, which is really hot for me, being a New Englander. Anything above 75 degrees feels hot for me, I feel like. Yeah, definitely going up pretty good. I'm in Porto. I don't live right in the city though, because I hate the tourism, but I live in Porto, just a different district of Porto. So tomorrow we got the GDP for the dollar. We also got this euro news, which is like 100% going to cause the euro dollar to do something. That's tomorrow afternoon, honestly. That might be what doing a live stream for that, honestly. Might have to change my tomorrow's. No, tomorrow's the Zoom meeting, but maybe we could do a little live stream for that. We'll see. Because that's definitely going to move the dollar. Probably more than this dollar news right here will. Yeah, maybe we can live stream from like 1 to 2 or something tomorrow for that. Unemployment claims. This stuff isn't really nothing important. We got the press conference at 1:45. That's definitely a good. And then we got all this really good yen news coming out this week, CPI, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So definitely holding for that. Unfortunately for us in the European time zones, it's kind of a pain in the butt because it's in the middle of the night. So if you're in the US or something like that, it's actually quite convenient for you probably. CPI for the euro on Friday, and then we have this consumer sentiment, which I'll be live streaming for the consumer sentiment also. These two are definitely not that big of a deal. I'm kind of even surprised at the red level, so definitely don't worry about that too much, I don't think. Oh, is it over? No, I got excited. I thought maybe it was over. Definitely got a pullback going on. Euro dollar, that is. Oh, this is a good question. Oh wow, that's a pretty big deal right there. You're saying that.
Thank you, Chair Powell. Jennifer Schonberger with Yahoo Finance. It's been over 4 months since a handful of regional banks, including Silicon Valley Bank, failed. When you look at credit conditions now, given Bank of California's acquisition of PacWest, does this acquisition suggest the full impact has not been felt, or are you comfortable saying that we've seen most of the ripple effects that may have occurred at this point, and how does this play into your outlook for policy?
So I don't want to comment on any particular merger proposal, but I will say things have settled down for sure out there. Deposit flows have stabilized, capital and liquidity remain strong. Aggregate bank lending was stable quarter over quarter and is up significantly year over year. Banking sector profits generally are coming in strong this quarter, and overall the banking system remains strong and resilient. Of course, we're still watching.
I always wonder if they screen these questions before they, like, does he know that they're gonna ask these questions? I bet he does.
The actual effect on, if you think of a particular set of banks that were affected because of their size,
Maybe not.
things like that, that were more affected by the turmoil in March than others. It's very hard, as I mentioned, it's very hard to say.
Yeah, I'm holding my position, Gabex, for sure. I always hold until it starts breaking lows. If it starts breaking lows, then I'll get out for sure. But until then, no reason to get out. We don't know what's gonna happen. The speech isn't even over yet, and even when the speech ends, it's probably gonna take until tomorrow London session before we really know.
Separate those anymore. I think basically we're just looking at the overall picture, which is one of tightening credit conditions, and that's going to restrain economic activity, is restraining economic activity. So that's how I'm looking.
Yeah, right. You can say whatever he wants.
So I think
There's some pretty good pullbacks going on. Oh, look at the Aussie. That's a big pullback. The Aussie and the Kiwi always make big moves in both directions. Probably should have held that. Maybe not.
effective this time because of what happened in May. I just don't think we know that. I think we're looking at the
Gold, I don't think I would exit gold. I would still be holding along. I don't see a reason to get out. There is a little. Oh no, that's not even the right fib bounce. Honestly, we should be putting a different Fibonacci on there. Yeah, we're not even at a fib level. I don't see any reason to get out of that trade. Honestly, I think it's going to keep going up, but it may kind of bounce around for the next few hours. Maybe till Asian session starts. Maybe when the Asian session starts, the Asian markets will really start pushing things for us. Singapore and stuff wakes up, they're going to be ready to go. Boy, that kind of looks like... That really starting to look like a 345 right there. I don't know, we're going to have to see. I wouldn't worry about it until it breaks highs, but... Boy, I don't like the looks of that. I think everything's fine, but... We'll see. Definitely a very underwhelming news event. I will have to give them credit for that. Yeah, I mean, if you're a scalper too, aren't you, Epic? Yeah, definitely. I would probably think about the same thing, honestly. Gold is good for scalping on the short time frames. Look at a 15-second time frame. Break a structure. Go long. We have a lot of members of the group, Epic, that are scalping gold. You're on gold. I'm sorry. This is the euro dollar. We have a lot of members that scalp gold on the very short time frames, like the 1 minute time frame, and we even have a couple that trade the second time frames. But yeah, we're starting to break structure. Look at that. That could be an ABC crescent on the 15-second time frame. 1 down, 3 up. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. Break a structure. That could be a good long. Hopefully it is, because that'll push my euro dollar trade back up. And some other stuff. Starting to break some more structure. I know. Next structure level on gold is right there. That's probably the more important structure level, honestly. Come on. Is this over or what? Yeah, these meetings go on forever. Honestly, before I had the YouTube channel, I traded for about 11 years without even watching any PAL speeds or any FOMC speeds. They're extremely boring, and honestly, I don't think they're really anything. Unless you really do enjoy, trying to figure out the fundamentals behind trading, which I don't. They're really not that important. You are still holding. Gold looks like it wants to try to break up too, so let's see. Let's see what's going on Discord while I'm waiting for a couple more minutes. I started trading in 2009, right after we had those the 2008 market crisis because of the housing market. I started trading in 2009 after that. Did really good for a while because the markets were so trendy, and then it didn't take me long to figure out when the markets aren't trendy. And really, all you have to do is open your charts and go long every day. That you need to have a strategy, you need to have a trade plan, you need to have risk management. But probably really got serious into it like 2010, 2009. Worked a full-time job while trading for most of my trading career. But I've been full-time trading YouTube / landlord for going on 3 years, 2.5, 3 years.
Question about discount window. I'm wondering if since bank failures of the spring, if you've seen signs that banks have taken more steps to be proactive in assuring that the rate to use that facility.
What's the euro dollar doing on the 15-second? Wow, that looks very corrective. It's like not. It's just like ready to go. Boof. 60. At least on this time frame. I was a union worker in Boston. That's probably where I get the accent from. It's wicked. It's wicked good. I was a union worker for 17 years, working out of Boston. Living in New Hampshire. Yeah. The union was good to me, and honestly, I got a pension that no matter what, when I'm 65 or 68 or whatever it is at that point, I'll be able to cash out my pension no matter what happens. So it's a pretty good deal, honestly. I can't say nothing too bad about the union. Definitely not. Man, is this over yet? Look at it, it's on the push down. Maybe I was wrong. We never did break that important structure level I was waiting for. It does look like an ABC though. Baton Rouge? I don't think I know what that is. Oh. There it goes. I don't think it's going, but it's definitely going down a little stronger, isn't it? Oh, look at that too. Oh boy. That's almost starting to look like a wave B. If that goes up anymore, I would say that's a wave B. I don't know. We didn't bounce off that fib, but really, honestly, the fib probably should actually be right here because that's where the trend starts, I think. That puts us right at the fib level. We have to be a little bit cautious about this right here, definitely. We are at the 38% right now. I'm still holding my trades, like I said, but we gotta be careful. There's definitely some alternative accounts. We really gotta wait for this guy to stop talking to see what happens. Yen's kind of just chilling out too. It's not really moving too much either. Some of them are definitely going down. Alright, Aussie, CAD, Kiwi, they're all going down. Swiss is kind of hanging out still by a thread. That kind of depends on what the dollar does, I guess. It kind of looks like it's going down. Yen basket, I think, ended an ABC correction. Oh, it's over. Hallelujah. Now we gotta go look at that dollar, see what's happening. I don't think it's gonna move like crazy, but probably within the next hour, depending on what this does, is what it is gonna depend on what happens. Yeah, nobody cares about that now. This is when the short time frames come in handy. Go to this one. Sometimes you need to turn on the line too when you're on the very short time frame, so at least you can see something. There we go. Well, not really doing much, man. Kind of underwhelming, honestly, to be truthful. Not a whole lot happened. Yeah, they all pulled back big time. Yeah, pullbacks are very, very common. If you've been watching the news, they almost always come back to the starting line, and which is where we're pretty much are now. I would definitely still be holding a short for sure, but I would have my stop loss probably a little bit above this 50%, maybe a few pips above this. If it starts breaking highs, I would definitely get out. If it doesn't break highs, I would just hold on and wait for the trend to kick in. Yeah, they went right back to the starting line pretty much. That is like so common for these news events. Gold didn't quite make it to the starting line, but it looks like a pullback. I don't think it's going to start trending like crazy now. It's probably going to just slowly start making its way up, doing something like that. Probably some of the news events that we got coming later on in the week are going to end up helping the trend, I would hope, I would think at least. Yeah, I definitely don't say, my analysis is the same. Stop loss above the highs. If it starts breaking highs, get out. If it doesn't, stay in. Same thing with these other pairs. Stop loss down here. If it starts breaking these lows, I'll get out before it hits my stop loss. If it not, then up she goes probably. I still think there's a pretty good chance it's going to go. I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of did something like this too until the late ASIN pre-London, and then bam, something like that. We'll see. Like I said, I'm in some trades. I'm definitely holding, which is what I do anyways. I always hold my trades, at least until I see some structure telling me that the trade is invalidated. Like if I was long on the euro dollar, which I am, if it goes down and breaks these lows, then that tells me that this is probably not the end of a motive wave correction, and that it's probably going down again. If it doesn't go down and break lows, then I would just keep on holding. Yeah, gold is its own beast. We talk about gold a lot in Zoom meetings because gold really doesn't follow the dollar as much as the other dollar pairs do. Yeah, everything's definitely still valid. I wouldn't exit any trades. I would definitely be holding. So, what is today? Well, tomorrow is Thursday, and maybe I'll do a quick live stream for that news tomorrow. We'll have to see. And tomorrow is the 2-hour Zoom meeting. That's the only reason why I was hesitant about it. So if you are a Patreon member, then definitely tomorrow we will be doing our Thursday Zoom meeting. I hope to see everybody then. And like I said, I would just hold whatever trade you're in. I would just hold it, put your stop loss in, and that's pretty much all you can do at this point. So thank you for coming, and definitely like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. It makes a big difference, and I'm looking to get that 20,000 subscriber mark within the next few weeks, hopefully. So definitely keep liking and subscribing and sharing to other members. If you haven't done so already, definitely join my free Discord channel. It's 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to, but you can join my Patreon service if you like, which comes with the 35 video course and comes with the members forecast on all the dollar and all the yen pairs. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the night, and as always, happy trading and good luck to everybody.